We have the first qualifier here tonight involving Charlotte and Ruby Riott. Natural selection! Charlotte is going to take over. Jesus, what a win for Ambrose. But oh, here comes the man who really matters in the mind of Dean Ambrose. The Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream now. Death Valley driver to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose is down. Matt Riddle and Lio Rush one-on-one with one another. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Pete Dunne! What is the NXT Global Champion doing? Rush and Riddle are out, and Pete Dunne standing over them. It is time to see if Hiroshi Tanahashi is going to Brooklyn, or if Tyler Bate can force a third fall. We are due a third and final fall between these two men next week on NXT. Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT tonight. It is put up or shut up in terms of the best of 3 series that we have been seeing going on these last 2 weeks. Boy, oh boy, what a night it is going to be of action here in NXT. You can feel the ball rolling as we prepare for NXT TakeOver. You can feel it preparing itself. We're still about 4 weeks away from it, but that doesn't change the fact that this show is still going to be a damn big one indeed. We see it here tonight. We are in for 3 pretty big matches, I gotta be honest. And there are 2, even to go along with it, that are pretty big themselves. After his actions last week, the NXT General Manager has decided to punish Pete Dunne for his attack on Lio Rush and Matt Riddle. He is going to put him in a match, and he's not going to tell him who his opponent is going to be. That could be a problem for the Bruiserweight, and it's definitely going to be a problem because he's obviously not finding out who the opponent is. He can't prep ahead of time. He's in trouble there. But if you're going to go around like that, if you're going to go around attacking people, if you're going to be like that, you've got to be ready to reap the reward. You've got to be ready to reap the punishment that is coming your way. Speaking of punishment, speaking of something coming someone's way, tonight we get the meeting between Dean Ambrose and the Velveteen Dream. I wondered last week when this match would happen. Seems as if neither man can wait for TakeOver. They're going to do it right here tonight. Ambrose and Dream have been trading words and actions back and forth with each other over these last few weeks. Tonight, it comes to a head here in NXT. That is going to be a great match that we don't want to miss. But I think there is a match that is of prime importance. So much so that I'd say it's more important than any match on this card here tonight. The main event of the evening, the final match of the best of 3 series to determine the #1 contender to Corrin's NXT Championship will be decided here tonight. Tyler Bate, Hiroshi Tanahashi, 1 win apiece. Whoever wins here tonight goes to Brooklyn to face Corrin. Who will it be is the question, and the answer comes in the main event this evening. What a show it is going to be, and we're kicking things off pretty sharpish as well with a 6-man battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Tag Team titles. Alright, well, I know the match has got underway right away, but that is due to time constraints in this episode. Let me quickly explain what's going on here. Yes, it's a #1 contenders match. Yes, there's 6 men in the ring. Yes, it's kind of tough to tell right now what the hell's going on. I know, but don't worry. I'll explain it for you. So as you can see, we've got Noam already up on the top turnbuckle. He's representing the duo him, Tony Nese, managed by Bret the Hitman Hart. We have Mike Kanellis. Not really too sure what team he's representing, but he's in this one. EC3 representing the duo of Perfect, of course. Kalisto representing El Gulo de Lucha. Hideo Itami representing himself and Kushida. And Big E representing the New Day. We know how Battle Royal works. You go over the top rope, you get eliminated. Both feet touch the floor, blah, blah, blah. Last one standing in the ring will be the #1 contenders to Sanity's NXT Tag Team titles at TakeOver Brooklyn. The NXT Tag Team division been undergoing a rebirth over this last little while, and we're seeing it take shape here on NXT right now. I mean, outside of the New Day, these are teams that have just been newly developed, essentially. Not sure what Mike Kanellis is, and we won't find out either. EC3 eliminating Mike Kanellis there first in this one. What a fall from grace that is for the 235-day former ECW champion. Noam and Big E working together now, trying to get Hideo Itami out of this one. Whittle the field down to 4. Hideo Itami making it awfully difficult there, hanging in there. EC3 in the background, meanwhile, taking care of business with Kalisto, El Orgullo de Lucha, and Perfect. Had a match not actually that long ago, if I remember rightly, and it was Perfect who came out on the winning side of things. Don't think they've lost so far since becoming a team. Great work there by Noam Dar. Realized he could have been in trouble. They got his way out of it. Kalisto, same can't be said for him. Yes, it can. Just slipped his way out of that hole there. Big E retreating under that bottom rope temporarily. Noam Dar feeling awfully confident. I mean, we saw last week in his victory with Tony Nese just how confident he feels. They worked as an incredibly well-oiled machine as he takes care of Hideo Itami there with that knee DDT. Oh, lariat in the back of the head there from EC3. It comes down to EC3 and Big E in this one. Jesus Christ, are we in for some power between these two athletes? EC3 and Big E now actually squaring up with one another. Just my luck. Running spear in the corner there. And a running knee to follow up as once again he looks to get Hideo Itami out of here. Does Noam Dar, and Noam Dar just abandoning it there. Deciding that there was no way he was getting Itami up and over that top rope. He strikes there from Noam Dar. Nicely done. Hideo Itami in trouble up again. Up on the shoulders and just throwing back off him. Big E right now look for something there, but Hideo Itami able to pull out the reversal. What's so dangerous about these guys is how close they are to the ropes all the time. And how easy it is to be thrown over the top rope. Oh, Big E almost felt that. He hangs on there. And Kalisto could be in the same amount of trouble as well. Kalisto hanging on now. Noam Dar has him up on his shoulders. Oh, EC3 getting involved as well. And Kalisto is out of here. Oh, that leaves Perfect. Noam Dar and Tony Nese, Hideo Itami and Kushida and the New Day represented in this matchup. Outside of that, the other two have been eliminated. El Orgullo de Lucha and whoever Mike Kanellis was allegedly teaming with. This fight there by Hideo Itami refusing to go out of this matchup. Now hammerlock. Lariat there brings him down. Good stuff from Itami. Look at the strength from Noam Dar there, but very quickly countered by EC3. And I was going to say, if I was Itami, I'd keep my eyes about me. I wouldn't go about taunting like that, especially when EC3 is around like he is. EC3 now prepping it up, and Itami's out of here. Perfect. Dar and Nese and the New Day left in this one. Who is going to Brooklyn? It might not be EC3. Noam Dar setting himself up. EC3 pulls out the counter there. Big E took as much of that break as he could. Fair play to him. Smart idea. I think he might have been, I think there was a plan there from Big E to try and run down EC3. That didn't work out the way he wanted it to. And now he's trying to get him out of here. Great strength to lift up the big man. Will he get him out of here? Noam Dar not coming to his aid. And Big E too powerful for EC3 to eliminate by himself. Clubbing blow to the back there. Noam Dar again going in with that DDT here. Difficult to tell who could be the #1 contender right now. Oh, off the ropes there. Very lucky was Noam Dar as he goes face first into the turnbuckle. Oh, that's not where you want to be. It's not going to be Noam Dar. That's for certain. Dar and Nese out of here. We are down to 2. Perfect and the New Day squaring up here for the right to become the #1 contender. Collision between the two there. EC3 hoping maybe for, or Big E rather, hoping that EC3 will go over the top rope there. Look at these two now. Their refusal to budge for the other. Nice clubbing blow in the back from EC3, but too much there. Too much strength from Big E. Double underhook suplex though. Talk about strength. EC3 just demonstrating a boatload of it there. It is now going to be more difficult to get that final elimination. Make no mistake about it, but both men going to look for it. Belly to belly there by Big E. EC3 in a little bit of trouble now. And by a little, well, I obviously mean a lot. Off the ropes again. Big E trying his best to get him out of here, but just no luck right now. Shoulder tackle there. That could have staggered him. That could have staggered him indeed. It's, oh, EC3. You are going to be done for. Biggie wins it. He let him teeter there. He almost tortured him by letting him teeter there. And as a result of it, Biggie wins. The New Day will face Sanity at TakeOver Brooklyn for the NXT Tag Team titles. And there you have it. Not much more you can say about it other than that. The job is done. Now, well, getting the job rather is done. Now it is time to actually do that job of becoming the NXT Tag Team Champions. Big E winning the Battle Royal for the New Day. Big E and Xavier Woods against Sanity. How will that one go down? We'll find out at Brooklyn. We'll also probably find out very, very soon, knowing how Sanity likes to work. Anyway, let's not focus on this any much longer. We have a great night of NXT action to move on to. Let's move on to that Pete Dunne punishment, shall we call it? Taking on an unknown competitor right now. I have no idea who it is. You have no idea who it is. Pete Dunne has no idea who it is. Let's find out who it is. Well, you know what? I guess this is a case where if you cross the general manager, you cross the sheriff as well, you are going to pay for it, and that is exactly what Pete Dunne is getting here in this matchup. Not a clue who it could be, but the answer is going to be revealed right in front of us right now. Let's see what will happen here as the NXT Global Champion comes towards the ring. He still seems pretty confident, gotta say it. He still looks pretty full of himself, but that might be a facade that Pete Dunne could be putting on. There could be a part of Pete Dunne that worries. You know, there could be a part of the Global Champion that is thinking, oh boy, what have I done here, you know? What problem have I caused now? And it could very well be the case that that is going to happen for Pete Dunne. Let's see if it will or not. He's been the Global Champion now for the better part of almost 4 months. He heads into Brooklyn with an unknown #1 contender yet, but he seems to be setting his sights on random people and just pulling the trigger on them, essentially, as we saw last week with his attack on Leo Rush and Matt Riddle. And as I said, you know, the punishment is on its way here tonight. That's what they have told me. I wonder what they mean by a punishment. Oh, that's one hell of a punishment. Oh no, oh boy. Pete Dunne, you are in for one hell of a punishment. It is the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii who will be the one delivering the punishment to you here tonight. Wow. I guess that's what happens when you cross leadership. That is what happens when you get involved in a match that you had nothing to do with, and they finally had enough of your actions. You get the Stone Pitbull in the ring. Oh, that's dreadful that's dreadful for him. What a rotten bit of luck. Pete Dunne looking across from Ishii here, and look at how amped up and ready to go Ishii is now. We are ready in this one to get going. Ishii already with a grasp on him, hard knee in the face. Pete Dunne, I think, is very much so taken off guard here. Oh, Irish whip. Took a look at the way that Tomohiro Ishii is just dominating in the early stages here. Pete Dunne, though, having to use his speed for a moment to create some separation, to create some distance between the two, or to just get him somewhere. Coming in now with strikes and forearms to Ishii. Chops lighting up the chest of the Stone Pitbull. Step up enziguri in the corner as well. And here goes Pete Dunne now, firing away. Or at least trying to on the Stone Pitbull. Don't think he had it in him there to get him up off his feet. Ishii will try. Oh, well. He didn't even try to slam him. He just hit him with a back elbow, and that definitely got him off his feet. Stomp in the back now. Camel clutch applied here. Relatively close to the middle of the ring, so Pete Dunne in a very unlucky position with Ishii with that camel clutch in, but oh, nice work there by Dunne to get himself out of it. Did well there. Escaped the hold, and Dunne looking desperate yet to try and pick up a win. He rolls up Tomohiro Ishii, and the Stone Pitbull kicks out at 2. Nasty forearm in the back there, but still can't capitalize off the ropes. Collision made between the two, though. Ishii now, though, will look to strike. Has him up. Oh, and he has him up for some time indeed. Look at this. Pete Dunne was a passenger there to that stalling suplex. Just hung him in midair like he was nothing. That is impressive, and then some. Wrenching on the neck after it. Oh, good God. Incoming belly to belly as well. Pete Dunne can't get a move in edgeways. He is completely a passenger to the Stone Pitbull right now. The global champion's in huge trouble. And Tomohiro Ishii seems to be enjoying it as he stands in the ring. Oh, good God. He's going to get another Wrath of the Stone Pitbull thrown into the corner, thrown away like he's nothing. Tomohiro Ishii is all over the global champion right now. There's no doubt about it. Dunne slipping his way out of it, trying to do anything for victory. Sunset flip on Ishii. Into the cover goes the referee. Will this do it? No. Well, Dunne could hope. But this punishment really isn't going the way he wanted it to. Until that German suplex could have turned things around there. Into the cover after it. Ishii kicking out before even a count can be made. No pressure there, Pete Dunne, as he comes flying in, though. With a heavy, heavy headbutt. Kicks, strikes, whatever he can find. Whatever he can muster up inside of him after what's gone on in this one. Take a look at the strength now. German suplex again. Ishii going to retort to rolling out to the apron now. And it's Pete Dunne who's acting awfully confident about the job that he's done in the job that he's doing in this one. Uh-oh. Bringing Ishii through the ropes there. DDT! Still a chance this match could go either way. Ishii, though, with a counter. Oh, my God. Choke lifting him up. Spine buster from Ishii. And now is just ripping away at the knee there of the global champion. Ishii wasn't really, Ishii isn't sent out to be a representative of the general manager or the sheriff, but he's damn sure just going to beat up the global champion, because that's what Ishii enjoys, just beating someone up. And he's going to do that right now. Look at those forearms. And there's a running lariat as well from Ishii. Will he look to put this one away now, maybe? Not quite yet. Leg lock applied. Leg lock applied on Pete Dunne. Nowhere to go for the global champion. Will he tap out, though? Will he bring himself to a submission? No. Dunne keeping himself in this one, but he is not looking good. Missed with the strike there. Ishii slamming him down with ease. Coming in now, back elbow. Or an elbow drop, rather. Cover after it. Hoping to put away Dunne, but the global champion's resilience shining through there with his refusal to stay down longer than a 1 count, even after all that he's taken in this matchup. Keeps fighting. Forearm. More kicks and strikes to Ishii right now. What a neck breaker as well he just got off with. And went for the stab of Enziguri there. Ishii having none of it, and he's gonna go for it again. Slams him down, and the elbow drop connects. And this is how you wire someone's jaw shut, with the strikes of Ishii. Lariat to follow. I'm surprised Ishii hasn't looked to end this one. He's going back to that leg lock again. Again, he'll sitch it in here. He is tearing away at the knee of Pete Dunne, but the Bruiserweight will not give in. Both men up to their feet. What a grueling matchup this has been, and it might not be going on for much longer. Ishii, powerbomb here. Cover after it, trying to put away Dunne. There's two, and Dunne kicks out, but oh, good God. Locked in that high angle Boston Crab. Nowhere for the global champion to go. Sitched in it deep. And he taps out. Pete Dunne submits. Tomohiro Ishii just beat the global champion. Hello? NXT board? I think there's something for you to pay attention to right there. Victory for Ishii in this one in non-title action over the global champion. And by submission, no less. Pete Dunne's punishment certainly did the job. No doubt about it in that one. Just saying, though. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think we have the number 1 contender right in front of us. There we have it. Ishii, your winner in this one. Not much more I can say about it other than that. Anyway, let's move on to our next contest here. We're in for an Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup. The Women's Elimination Chamber match that will take place at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. We know already half the field is done. The NXT Women's Champion Jazzy Gabert, of course. Former champion Kairi Sane. Charlotte qualified last week. Now we're going to have a tag team match to find 2 more qualifiers. Will it be the Iconic Duo, or will it be Tessa Blanchard and Santana Garrett joining their Trifecta member inside that chamber? We'll find out next. Alright, well, the Iconic Duo are already in the ring and awaiting their opponents for this evening. And here they come. Trifecta, well, at least 2/3 of it. Maybe, yep, it is the whole hog. There's the NXT Women's Champion standing there as well. There's the leader, Tessa Blanchard. Santana Garrett also with them as she looks to become the, well, she looks to complete, rather, shall we say, the, ability for Trifecta to be in this Elimination Chamber, and that really gives them an advantage in that regard. We kind of saw it at TakeOver Chicago, this idea of it doesn't matter which one of Trifecta wins so long as they win and they have that NXT Women's Championship. Well, that plan can work out here. If they get these 2 women in the match, if Santana Garrett and Blanchard win here tonight, that is 50% of the field, just exactly the same as how it was at TakeOver Chicago. That is 50% of the field that is Trifecta. So if Jazzy Gabert got eliminated and Tessa Blanchard went on to win it, hey, Trifecta still hold the belt, and that's what matters most to them at the end of the evening. So that is what they care about the most, is just being the NXT Women's Champion. It's not about to them who holds the belt, just that they have it. Look, as I said, you know, Charlotte and Kairi Sane already. I mean, once again, TakeOver opponents for Trifecta already in the chamber. One other spot left to be decided after this evening here. I'll see how that one goes. And, oh, well, we can kind of see a blatant advantage coming in there as the NXT Women's Champion herself getting involved in this one, distracting Peyton Royce there and allowing Santana Garrett to slip in with that Russian leg sweep in the corner now. Tag made. What are we going to see here? Neck crank and a kick in the back there. Tessa Blanchard now. The kind of de facto leader, I guess, would be the best way of saying it, of Trifecta. She kind of won it by default more so than anything else. Has her up, and oh God, Peyton Royce just thrown in there with that buckle bomb. Maddening to think that before Trifecta burst onto the scene, the Iconic Duo were on their way towards becoming the NXT Women's Champion, with Billie Kay at TakeOver San Antonio, who just got the tag in here. Kay was awfully close on that evening against Kairi Sane, and oh, right there, she just got planted face first into the mat with that flapjack there, and all of a sudden, things are slowing down for her now. Reverse STO. And the strikes just come wailing in now from Tessa Blanchard. What a forearm that one was as well. Tag made. Back in comes Santana Garrett now. Let's see what she'll do here. Hurricanrana. It was quite the surprise when Garrett made her debut. And within about a week or two of being on NXT, aligned herself with Trifecta. Turned her back on, I believe it was Ruby Riott, in order to make that thing happen. And now here she is. Typically a ringside, to be fair, for Trifecta. Not always we see her in the ring. We are right now, and she's trying to get into that Women's Elimination Chamber. Billie Kay risking it all, went up top, and that didn't pan out the way that she wanted it to. Snap suplex now by Santana Garrett. And it keeps on going from bad to worse for the Iconic Duo right now. This is what happens, though, when a well-oiled machine like Trifecta are working in the way that they are. Throws her into the turnbuckle. What are they going to do here? Another tag made. Tessa Blanchard in off it. Back in the ring. And a double arm drag. double kick combo to Billie Kay. Trying to make that tag into Peyton Royce, and Tessa Blanchard, they missed with a stomp, allowing Peyton Royce to come in off the tag. Here she goes now, big time drop kick. Clothesline as well. Peyton Royce fired up there but brought back down. Counter there by Blanchard. She finds a small window to work in, and bang, suplex there. Slows things right back down and has Trifecta back in control here. There's a forearm. No, it's not. Drop kick again. Misses with it. Ran right out of there and just gets her hair pulled back for trying. See the NXT Women's Champion watching on the outside there. She seems in pretty good spirit. She seems fine. She seems calm because it looks like Trifecta are on their way to take over. Uh-oh. There was the single underhook DDT. There is one piece of the puzzle left, and that is Magnum. The cover, Billie Kay getting in a bit early there, distracting the referee, not allowing the fall to be made. Sent on her way now is Kay. Cover on Royce, and she is able to kick out because she had plenty of time to do it. Billie Kay sacrificing herself almost there to try and keep her tag team partner alive. Peyton Royce though kicked back down. And I don't like what Santana Garrett might have in mind here. She's prepping herself up for it. Oh, handspring moonsault there by Garrett. And she seems pretty confident that's going to be the end of the match. 1, 2, 3. It is. Trifecta have made a very, very important step towards keeping that belt around their waists at TakeOver Brooklyn. Now, it is all of Trifecta in the ring at TakeOver Brooklyn. That match will be 50% Trifecta, just how it was at Chicago. When it was at Chicago, they walked out with the NXT Women's Championship. Here at Brooklyn, will it be the same? There's no doubt about it in my eyes that it could very well be the case. The Trifecta hold on to that title regardless of if Jazzy Gabert is eliminated or not. Sane and Charlotte already are revealed as their opponents, but the question is, who will the third woman be on the opposing side to Trifecta? I assume we'll find out next week. But there they stand. And the big question is, just who can stop them? I don't know. But another question to ask is, who can stop the Velveteen Dream right now? He has been on a roll since his debut in this universe. He is still undefeated, and he's looking to keep that one going by overcoming the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose here tonight. This one's going to be good, and it's up next. Alrighty, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Not going to wait a moment longer. Let us get right into the big match here. The first of, you can say the second, really. Maybe even the third if you count the Battle Royal as a big match. Of the here tonight on NXT, Dean Ambrose, Velveteen Dream. Here we go between these two. As I said, they've kind of been trading little things back and forth over the last few weeks. Dean Ambrose came out following a victory on NXT and said that he doesn't get what all the hype is about Velveteen Dream. He is someone who runs his mouth but can't back it up. And Dream, well, he let him know how he felt about that last week. Following Ambrose's victory over Mike Kanellis, Dream came out and flattened him, beat him down, and stood over Dean Ambrose. And it was after that moment that the NXT general manager decided that the best thing would be to make this match happen. Would be to give us what we want, and that is Dean Ambrose versus Velveteen Dream right here, right now on NXT. Is Velveteen Dream's undefeated status about to come to an end? Well, we're going to find out right about now, aren't we? He is seeming as confident as ever, though, is the Dream. Look at that attire, a new attire brought out by the Dream there for this one. Just reminding everyone how fabulous it does indeed look. He's even got punching gloves on, or MMA gloves of some sort. Well, he heads towards the ring anyway, as flamboyant as he may be. When Dream gets in that ring, well, you know one thing is for certain. Ain't no one able to stop Velveteen Dream, not yet at least. He has been unbeatable. I think he lost a Battle Royal, that's about the only thing. But when you think about it in that terms, hasn't lost in a singles match, hasn't lost in a multi-man match, hasn't been pinned, hasn't been submitted, got eliminated. That's nothing. Getting eliminated is nothing in comparison to a pinfall or a submission defeat, which Velveteen Dream has suffered 0. We have not seen Dream's shoulders be down for a count of 3, and we have not seen Dream tapping out 20 moves. That could all change here tonight, though, as the Dream gets ready for this matchup against Dean Ambrose. It could be the case that he loses here tonight, that undefeated streak comes to an end. Dean Ambrose is ready to go here against the Dream. Oh, that really is a flashy attire by Dream. Take a look at it. But here we go. Calling about tie-up between the two, up against the ropes. And the Dream will take no time to go for a little cheap shot there on Dean Ambrose, just to let him know how things are going. Well, that may not have gone as well, because Ambrose has now caught that arm and he's wrenching on it. Great work by Dream, though, slips his way out of it here. Showing his ability to work in collar and elbow tie-up environment. Hammerlock applied now by Dean Ambrose. Slips out of it, does Dream, and applies one of his own. Good stuff. Ambrose gets out of it now and goes down on the arm here. Down on the mat now. Dream not going to want to be in this position. That's why he slips his way out of it. Stalemate between the two. One more collar and elbow tie-up, it seems, and now it's Dream's turn to take in on the arm here. Or not. Ambrose going to slip his way out of it and sweeps him away there. Ambrose coming out the better of the two on that one. Early stages of this matchup, though. Good counter there by Velveteen. Dream, and what a drop kick he strikes with as well. And look at that. Not so much flamboyant with Dream. He is telling Ambrose to just get up to his feet here. He wants to keep this one going. Ambrose there. Good counter. Oh. Smashed him with that elbow in the face. Velveteen Dream able to fight his way out of it there, and now stomps into the chest by Dream, who very early on is going to take a risk and go up to the top rope here. Will this play out how he wants it to? Ambrose right there comes down with a chop on the head. And there's the flamboyant side to the Velveteen Dream, shining through in that one moment. Throws Ambrose into the corner now. What a lariat he got on him as well. Dean Ambrose going to have to think up something here to try and fight his way back in this one. Dream has definitely taken the early lead in this one between these two men. However, Dean Ambrose, it might just be a case where Ambrose, he needs some punishment, needs to get on the better side of things, and then he'll go. Oh no, Ambrose is showing his frustrations on the outside there. Velveteen Dream being pushed back by the referee temporarily there. Not sure about that one. He was basically back in the ring before the referee did that. Velveteen Dream now caught with a bulldog. Let's see what Ambrose might think up here. Snap suplex, gonna get it as well on Dream. And Ambrose now turning things around, back into his court in this matchup. Nasty stomp in the chest there of Velveteen Dream, pulling him up to his to one knee here. Dream though. Oh, he's going up on the shoulders of Dean Ambrose. Lunatic Fringe turns around 180 and brings him down there. Just bringing his throat down on the ropes. Not a nice feeling at all. Restricting the breathing as well to the Velveteen Dream, something that he's not going to be happy about. Ambrose on the second rope. Now, don't think Dreams knows where he is, and that's why he got caught with that drop kick. Looking for a suplex here is Dean Ambrose, and he's going to get it as well. No fight back from the Dream now. Dean Ambrose turned things around for himself here. Lunatic Fringe got to be happy about that. Boom, there's another elbow drop as well. Dream needs to do something quick here because he is in trouble. He is in big trouble if he can't turn things around. Good counter there. Leaned in with the head, and Dream was able to just use that to his advantage in countering, but he needs to act fast here. Suplex. Oh no, jackhammer by the Dream there. Nicely done. And now take a look at this. Dream just very disrespectful there to Dean Ambrose, but are we really surprised with that attitude from the Velveteen Dream? Are we surprised when he's disrespectful? Because I certainly am not. In the corner there, counter. Look for some kind of a shoulder tackle, I think. Great counter by Ambrose. Used his own momentum against him there to tuck him into that neck breaker. Ambrose now hooks him in. Fisherman suplex, he got him with it, doesn't go for the cover. Ambrose though, I thought he might have been having Thoughts about dirty deeds? I guess not yet. Dean Ambrose going to wait before pulling the trigger on that one, maybe. Only waiting a few seconds, though, before he has the chance to end the undefeated streak of the Velveteen Dream. Dream pulls out the counter. Dream pulled out the counter there. Neck breaker to Ambrose now, and Dream legging it. Dream is flooring it to the top rope here. Velveteen Dream pulls him up onto that top rope. Dream now. Purple Rainmaker to beat Ambrose, to keep the undefeated streak alive. Oh, Velveteen Dream did it. Blink and you'll miss it. Velveteen Dream beats Dean Ambrose. And once again, shows how devastating he can be. The devastation of that Purple Rainmaker. Only needed one, and Ambrose wasn't getting back up to his feet. Well, I think Dean Ambrose just learned the message right here on NXT that Velveteen Dream is more than just talk, is more than just flash and substance. Velveteen Dream is a dangerous athlete, no doubt about it. And another win there for the Dream. All I'm saying is that with these victories, Velveteen Dream is picking up week in, week out. Whenever he shows up on NXT, something has to go the Dream's way soon. We'll see what it's going to be, but another win. And over a former world champion, may I remind you, in Dean Ambrose. That is big. Do you know what else is big, though? The surroundings, the tension, the building to this main event. It is do or die for both men. It is the final fall in the best of 3 series. The winner goes on to TakeOver. The winner gets Corin, an NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, and a shot at that NXT championship. Tyler Bate won last week. Tanahashi won 2 weeks ago. The most important fall now is who wins tonight. Will it be the ace, or will it be the young man looking to make something great happen in his career? This one is going to be huge. This is going to be a main event that both need to win, and neither can afford to lose. One of them's got to, though, and we're going to find out who it's going to be up next. What a main event this is going to be. You can feel it in this building right now. You can feel it in the Hammerstein Ballroom. One of these men gets to go to TakeOver, but who is it going to be? Well, the answer is coming up to us in minutes. I don't even want to say minutes. It's probably going to take a long time for one of these two men to want to stay down in this one. Tyler Bate, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Let's do this thing. And you may notice there, Bate wearing the attire that he wore 2 weeks ago. And I just find these little elements to be very interesting. I saw backstage, Bate is wearing the attire he lost in 2 weeks ago. Tanahashi is wearing the attire he won in 2 weeks ago. It's kind of like this idea that Bate wants to overcome the defeat, whereas Tanahashi wants to keep the mentality of the victory in his mind. I find that very, very interesting. Those little things, when you can pick up on them, tell one hell of a story. Bate looks in the face of defeat, and he wants to overcome it. Tanahashi would rather look in the face of victory and stay there. It's just those little things. Maybe Tanahashi sees that other attire as a bad luck charm, whereas Bate sees this as a what he couldn't do 2 weeks ago. Whatever it is, little things or not, maybe I'm just overthinking everything. Regardless of it, we are ready for this one here. Tanahashi and Bate one more time. Who will be the #1 contender to the NXT Championship? We'll find out. We know Tanahashi is desperate for one more shot. He has admitted it himself. He needs that match against Corin. He needs it more than anything. But so too does Tyler Bate want that shot. Bate believes he's deserved that shot. Tanahashi, since arriving to this universe, has had about 3 or 4 shots at that NXT Championship. 2 of them against Corin. All of them, he's come up on the losing end. So here tonight, it is do or die for Tanahashi. Tyler Bate wants to make something happen here. Tanahashi needs to make something happen here, or there is no takeover for the ace. He seems ready for this one, though. He wants this one more than anything else. Does Hiroshi Tanahashi. I don't know who to side with. I gotta be honest. I don't know who I want to win this one. I think regardless of who wins it, I'm not going to be frustrated at the winner. I'm not going to be disappointed at the winner. Both these guys have earned it. Both these guys have fought to deserve it, but only one of them is going to get it. Let's find out who it's going to be in our main event this evening. The final four begins now. No collar elbow tie-up between the two either. It is right into the strikes against one another. That is what I'm finding interesting in the early goings here. Both men just going right for one another there, and it is Bate who will strike first with that double underhook suplex to the ace. Once in a century talent that is Hiroshi Tanahashi in trouble in the early goings. Tyler Bate coming out with a new tactic, just pure, unadulterated power being demonstrated. Going all out early on, which against, against a lot of people could be a smart tactic. Against Tanahashi, though, I have to say it is not. Tanahashi ducking under Bate essentially there. Kind of made him look a bit stupid. And here he goes now. Tanahashi will strike early. And indeed he does with a dragon screw there down on Bate. Well, here we go now. Take a look at these actions coming in here from Hiroshi Tanahashi. Strikes him back to the ropes there. Tanahashi. No way. The ace looking to show that he can start big as well. Tanahashi. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, it looked like Tanahashi landed on his neck. Oh, the ace just, in an attempt to try and start big against Tyler Bate, could have just killed himself. Oh my goodness. How? Why Tanahashi? But he's still fighting on in this one. Tanahashi will not stay down. I'm almost positive he landed on his neck there in that one. But Tanahashi is not going to let it keep him down. Tanahashi is fighting for it all here. He knows everything is on the line here and he can't afford to let anything hold him back. Tanahashi, high fly cross there into the cover on Bate. Trying to become the #1 contender desperately, and Bate kicks out at 2. It is that sense of all or nothing for Tanahashi at this point. And that is why he is fighting on in the way that he is right now. That is why the ace is giving it his all in this moment here. To be the #1 contender. To be the man going to Brooklyn. Tyler Bate, though, not looking to grant them that. Bate has walked into a glorious, incredible opportunity. Tyler Bate. Tyler driver to Tanahashi. And after the impact on the outside, it could do it. 1, 2, and a kick out from Tanahashi. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Both men have kicked out of their respective finishing maneuvers. The Tyler driver has been kicked out of. High fly flow has been kicked out of. Bate there misses with that elbow. And Tanahashi comes back in there with a dragon screw down on him. And he's going after the leg here. I think Tanahashi's going for the same game plan that he had 2 weeks ago. As a matter of fact, Tanahashi doesn't want to wait a moment longer. Tanahashi Texas Clover hold. Bate tapped out to this last 2 weeks ago. This was how Bate went down. This was how Bate lost the first matchup, was to a submission, was to the Texas Clover hold of Tanahashi. And he's trying his best not to tap out here, the same as he did last week. Just trying to hang in there. He's trying his best here. He is crawling. He cannot escape the hold that Tanahashi has locked in. That is torture to Tyler Bate, but he finally gets himself out of it. God, I have no idea how he hung in there. And now he's fighting back as well as Tyler Bate. What an insane main event this is right now. Just what does it take? What does it take to keep one of these men down? They've been able to do it once each, but I don't know how you do it in a match that means as much as this one. This one means more than the other two put together does. This one is the decider. This is the one that makes or breaks going to take over Brooklyn. Look at the strength there from Bate. Jesus. Uh-oh. Bate in the corner. He struck with this quite a few times last week as well, and you look to strike again. Bate in, step up enziguri. He nailed Tanahashi with it, and just like last week, he knows it's not going to be enough to beat Tanahashi. He's going to look for more. And if he was looking for the Tyler driver there, well, Tanahashi just did his best to deny him from having it. Tanahashi now, dragon suplex. He got all of it into the cover to put things away, and Bate is able to kick himself out at 2. And off the ropes, Irish whip, ducks under once, leaps over again. Tanahashi, all to bring him in for that drop toe hold, and oh my gee, what kind of a submission hold is that from Tanahashi? Has it stitched in here like an inverted, I don't even want to say an inverted figure 4. That it seems way too complex of a hold to call an inverted figure 4. Grabbing on the arms as well and not allowing Bate to escape. But Bate has just had to use his brute power to get himself out of that one. Only to be brought back down on the mat there by Tanahashi. Forearm shot by Bate. He won't give in here. Tyler Bate! Tyler driver! Striking out of nowhere. It worked last week. Can it work again here tonight? The second Tyler driver of the matchup connect. He covers Tanahashi. 1, 2, and oh my, yes! Yes! Yes, he can! Tyler Bate does it! Tyler Bate! NXT TakeOver! Brooklyn, you are going there! Tyler Bate does it! The score is settled! Bate beat Tanahashi in not only the shortest match of the best of 3, but perhaps the most intense as well. They weren't interested in those collar elbow tie-ups. They threw everything at one another right out of the gates because they were desperate. On this night, they were both desperate. And in the end, Tyler Bate wins, and Hiroshi Tanahashi raises the arm of the man who beat him legitimately. What a way to close out this best of 3 series. Neither man gave in. Neither man wanted to give up, but in the end, Tyler Bate just showed his improvements over this best of 3 series. Tanahashi tried, but in the end, Bate was too much. And now, at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, it is going to be Corin versus Tyler Bate for the NXT Championship. It is on, it is done, it is sealed. What a match that is going to be. What a series this has been. Congrats to Tyler Bate. Commiserations to Tanahashi. But that is how the cookie crumbles. What a match that is going to be a takeover. And I can't wait for it. That'll end this episode of Universe here tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.